Scott.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi.
Scott, we're over here. No. The other way. Up, further up.
Oh, hi. Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Further down.
No. I'm in the virtuals.
What do you tell us what it's like in there?
It's hazy.
Hazy and gray.
It's no, well,
Is
maybe
it Macy gray?
It's a little gray. not as gray as Macy.
Was it black?
Oh,
Why does it have to be about race?
oh! If only you could see this.
What's it like?
It's amazing.
Is it?
It's like a whole nother world.
Hello, everybody. We got an episode full of tech today.
We're gonna go over some technologies. I'm gonna start with the fact that Scott was wearing that was probably due to his tiredness, his hungriness. You're tired and hungry, right?
He's tired.
Put a phone in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why there was no picture.
You can put anything you want in there, actually.
I could put a Dorito in there.
Put Doritos in there.
Sweet. I'll do that later.
Okay.
I'm
currently downloading all the software required to run the Samsung Gear VR by Oculus.
Look at
right here.
Jay doing technical stuff.
Right.
That's crazy.
And Scott was nice enough to gift the item to me
Yes.
as my birthday's coming up.
That's right.
And,
So I never gave you nothing.
I can't say that now. I literally can't say that.
Cannot. If you did, you'd be liar.
Yeah. So
Dirty, stinking liar. Dirty.
So at our little intermission, we're probably going to test out the VR.
Give you a proper review.
Give you a proper review. We are not in any way affiliated or
Paid by
Samsung,
Samsung.
Oculus, Oculus, or any
I have
of
an
the
iPhone,
affiliated.
which is charging.
Or Apple, for that matter.
Right.
I wish
Or Sam Adams or Anheuser-Busch
Or Newcastle.
or whatever that is.
We're not paid, period.
I just want to say, JC Lackey, thank you for leaving 2 Newcastles in the fridge. That means I have beer tonight, so I didn't have time to pick any up
That's right.
or eat.
And those
Go to
are
Flanagan's
imports too. Those are nice.
Yeah. England.
England. Yeah.
England.
Brexit.
So, how's it going, guys? It's been a couple weeks for me, huh?
Yeah, you've been away.
Yeah. You missed a lot, as you can see behind you.
Yeah, I see. There's a
Oh yeah, we're on the set.
a whole
We're on the Ghost in the Shell set.
trench of.
We also switched out pencils. We were using a regular pencil. Now we have a green. We're using a green
Yeah,
pencil.
It's very
Is it
exciting.
still number 2?
It's festive.
I don't know what number this is, to be honest with you.
Is it a number 1? We talked about that.
This is a 417T.
I don't think that's the
I don't
size.
know what that's what it says on it.
Does it write green?
Yeah, look.
Oh. Cool.
It's fascinating. So tell us about your trip.
My trip.
How long were you gone? You were gone for like 10 days or something?
No, I was gone for a week.
A week? It seemed like an eternity.
Yeah,
It really
a
did.
lot.
Thanks, guys.
Not a minute, like a lot.
It's like there was times where I was like, "Oh, I gotta call." Fuck.
I know. I'd wake up in the middle of the night sweating. I'd call Scott and be like, "Have you spoken to Chris? Have you heard anything?"
I was within reach. I talked to you both.
we heard that you were on international radio silence.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was we heard something about a volcano, but I don't know if that was in Ecuador or if that happened like years ago.
And kaiju, there was kaiju. I heard about
There's
kaiju.
kaiju. Is that near you?
No,
Okay.
Kaijus are things.
there's no volcanoes in Florida.
Okay.
You weren't in Florida. You left us.
Yeah, you left.
Well, you said
went to
there-
South America.
There's volcanoes there.
There are volcanoes
and
there.
kaijus.
Well,
Technically, it's South America, right?
it is South America.
Okay.
It is on the equator in Ecuador. I was hoping to see some volcanoes and some crazy, awesome stuff, but once again, the
Instead,
shitty.
you saw a wedding.
No. Well, the shitty weather was a big inconvenient. It was mostly overcast and rainy, and yeah, I just
That's a pisser.
just couldn't see anything. Normally, I remember those mornings, those clear mornings from my house. You would go up to the terrace, like off the second floor.
Or as they say in France, the terrace.
The terrace.
Terrace, yeah.
You'd go up there, and you could see it from my house. You could see the volcano. You could see the top of the Cotopaxi. And technically, you could still see it if you had a clear morning, but
Right.
those weren't.
So at any
around.
time, that thing could have just exploded.
No, it could have. It just didn't.
Were you
Could've
worried?
popped its cork.
I was last year. I think it was 2015.
Yeah, it was the year before last.
There was a lot of
steam?
there was a lot of ash coming out of it and smoke and
Lava.
people were worried
Oh yeah.
because the house my family's house is within path.
Of the lava.
That thing erupted like within a half hour. It would reach my house.
Wow, that
You need to
fast.
sell that house.
For real, man.
And the volcano's an hour and a half drive from there.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well, nothing stops lava really,
no.
except more lava.
Wouldn't
Yep.
what about like
Well, there's also
Ice.
mud and stuff.
but
you know?
ice? Would ice stop lava?
No. No.
There's a lot of mud.
Geological event.
What would have gotten to my house would have been more like
Trees and
mud
mud.
and stuff. you know?
Superman could probably stop it though.
Yeah, he does. He'd be like,
Yeah.
problem solved.
Yeah.
But you know who you looked like when you did that was fucking General Zod's boy, the fucking the big oaf guy, because he does that in like part 2 or something. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't get to see any of that. But I did.
What, the Superman movies?
No, the landscapes.
You didn't miss anything with the Superman.
I did get to see some family members that I hadn't seen in a
cool.
while.
Are all your sisters there?
Yes,
That's
all
nice.
3. My dad was there. The little one carried the rings.
Uh huh.
Probably
She's
adorable.
cute.
That's precious.
She's a button.
I don't have any cute buttons on any of my clothes, but I understand.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a metaphor.
I don't. I don't.
It's all
okay.
right. She's a button, and then it was a good time.
Yeah.
Good time had by all. Good to see family. The only thing when there's any big event in Quito that involves my mom or my mom's family, her whole family travels from the coast and stays in our house. Okay, so I got there on, my plane landed like midnight on Friday morning, right? And then I got home at like 1:30 until we got everything out and ready to go to bed. It was like 2:30, I don't know. So I go to bed, and then 6 in the morning, all these people start filing in.
Oh God.
We're talking like a good 15 people.
No way. I couldn't handle that in the morning. 6 a.m.
Seriously, no, like
I'd be like, "Get the fuck
kids and
out."
everything. There's like 10 kids,
Did it look like the opening scene from the first episode of Real World?
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody comes to the house and pandemonium.
Yeah, I mean, all these people coming in, and they were all cool. I mean, everybody was cool, but it's just dealing with all that, the whole time. People everywhere. And,
Family time is draining.
well,
If
sometimes,
you have
yeah.
a big family.
Yeah. And then at the wedding, I mean, it was like 160 people, something like that. So a lot of my cousins, a lot of my dad and his family were there. It was a good time. I took pictures the whole time. It was.
I saw a few of the pictures. You captured rain.
I captured rain.
How the fuck did you do that?
Well,
Give us some tech.
it's not.
Some tech spec. It was an accident, wasn't it?
No.
Fuck you.
No accident. Well, so photography is a lot of problem solving, right?
It's all problem solving.
It's all problem solving because you have to adjust to your environment.
Right.
So when I knew what I had in mind wasn't going to happen, it was raining the whole time.
I just want to real quickly interject from a weather perspective. Rain is not an accident.
It's purposeful.
Who makes it?
Is it the Lord,
It's
our
not.
Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Actually, no. It's the Prince of Darkness. Yeah,
Ozzy?
a lot of people. Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
Ozzy's just affiliated with the Prince of Darkness, but the
Oh.
actual Prince. Chris, will you give me a Sam Adams, please?
You elaborate?
That's okay.
Yeah. I was hoping you might say that.
Thank you.
Well, rain is created by an abundance of moisture in the atmosphere.
You said moisture.
It happens through a process called evaporation, and sometimes the the water vapor, when it evaporates, when it gets too heavy to be held up by the natural processes of the atmosphere, and it falls to the earth, and it's called rain. It's not an accident. It's not a random occurrence. There are a lot of processes at play. One of them is the Prince of Darkness.
It's not random.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's random.
it's not random.
It's not programmed.
Yes, it is.
So
Are we living in the Matrix?
So let me ask you a
Yes, we
question.
are. And I'm going to show you at the intermission.
Being that you're all knowing,
I'm not all knowing,
well, about this
but
stuff.
about a lot
You're the
of things
weatherman.
I am. No.
You're the
Yes,
weatherman.
I know a lot about
Yeah.
the weather.
So I was curious to know if there's an unusual weather event going on down there.
In Ecuador?
Ecuador, South America.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
What is it?
It's well, the beginning of El Nino.
Okay. So
It's back?
It's back. Yes. Well, not
Fuck.
officially back yet, but there's signs that it's coming back, and there's
So
an
that
anomaly occurring off the coast of Peru with the waters out there.
But has it been here for years, or is this a comeback?
It
Well,
always comes
I don't call it a comeback.
Right.
It has been here for years.
We did that good. We're so proud of ourselves for this stupidest shit.
we're just coming out of La Nina.
right.
Okay,
What's that mean?
what's the opposite of El Nino? It's basically when the waters.
It's the man,
There's an area of water in the Pacific.
the adult.
The La Nina wasn't that like the baby?
It's like a
Like a
lesser,
Yeah.
not because it's female, but
I thought El Nino was the child.
but El Nino is it is, but it's a big weather event. It affects the whole world, right?
La Nina does too, but El Nino seems to be the more popular one.
Man, I should have not skipped Spanish
To
class.
put it very simple, in like the simplest terms, there's an area of water off the coast of South America and the Pacific that when it warms or cools
Kaiju
too
come.
much, either way, if it cools too much, it's they call it a La Nina because it affects all the normal weather patterns. And then if it warms up too much, it's called an El Nino because that also affects weather patterns in a different way.
I thought that was just a shitty band.
No, you're
Ew.
thinking of Foreigner.
They're a great band. What are you
No,
talking
I love
about?
Foreigner. A lot of people don't. I love them.
Come on. Come on. But
yes,
what about
okay.
the kaiju?
So anyway,
so you think that's why the weather was shitty?
Well, it's hard. You can't really say one weather event is related to.
Well, I mean, it's been constant. Like I went there in November and it was shitty, and now it's still shitty. You know, it's shittier now.
It's possible. It could be. It could be. Well, I would say no
Called
because
El Shitty.
in November we were in the middle of the La Nina, and now we're coming out of it. So it wouldn't necessarily be related to La Nina.
But it could be related to the beginnings of El Nino.
Well, Peru is having some serious flooding right now.
Right.
And that could be and that probably is related to the beginnings of what they're saying could be the El Nino, because the waters off the coast of Peru are like super fucking warm, and warmer water
Means trouble.
means trouble usually because
I know this
it
even.
creates more moisture.
Moisture.
And so more rain usually with warmer waters.
Right.
So that's why Peru's getting like fucking like 100 people are dead in Peru from floods and shit
Yeah.
like that. That's definitely related to that
Yeah,
patch
it was
of water.
big news down there too.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe not so much Ecuador though. That might be something else.
Hey, what was the coastal city that we went to in Peru? I forgot.
Lima.
Lima?
Oh, it was Lima, right? Okay.
So besides that, it was good, man. You know, like it was a lot of running around, a little bit stressful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of issues in the family that need to be
There's always
addressed.
issues with family.
Yeah, but it's a little bit. It's uncharted waters, and it's a little scary, but I'm sure there'll be a way out. And that's it. Just came back, and
we're glad you're back.
yeah,
We're gonna have some fun. It's time for fun again.
It's time for fun.
Yeah.
Chris is kind of party.
Fun.
Now, is this true? We were talking about this before the podcast, and I wanted to run it by you because this is something that we've heard through the grapevine. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if there's factual evidence to back it up, but I thought I'd run it by you. Is it possible to grow a vagina if you're a man and you're around? Like how women. I don't know a lot about.
They're
women.
synchronized. They're cycles.
Like when they have their menstrual cycles, they can all link up.
Right.
Like fucking. That's not on the list. They all link
they sync up.
Yeah, they sync up.
So they're all just
like if
wonderful
you're,
at the same time.
Let's say now you throw like a guy into the equation.
Hanging around with too many
women, can then you start to take on some of the traits of being a woman, like either growing a vagina.
I don't think you can grow a vagina.
Okay, but like metaphorically speaking.
Oh, it's I don't know. I mean, I grew up around women, sisters and mom.
Tell us more.
And I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Like for example,
you think if someone did grow a vagina, they'd be defensive
for
about
example,
it?
Chris, if I asked you where you wanted to eat.
I would say wherever you want.
Fuck, I knew it was too good to be true.
God damn it.
Holy shit balls. Anyway.
Did that answer your question?
Yes.
So, we got the new tattoo shop is open.
Yeah.
It's all done. It's
Can't
open.
wait to see it.
We did our first 2 days there. It looks amazing.
Hey, can I come by on Friday?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely. Anytime you want.
I saw I saw it on the videos, on the
Okay,
live
cool.
streams. And
It's
it
all
looks
together now.
dope.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Look, it's big.
Yeah, it's real big.
That's what she said.
It's fucking awesome, man.
Nice.
It's cool. It's so different. It's just like whole complete.
Is it
complete
like this
change.
new change that you guys needed? Like, do you
Yeah.
feel refreshed?
Like I wear button-up shirts now to work. I don't look like a schleppy. I'm like, this place is fucking classy. I gotta fucking step up. Sometimes you gotta step up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
Do you have a chance to put more artwork up? I saw that.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot more wall space. You guys are putting all
Yeah.
stuff up.
Like we each kind of have our areas where we have our stuff, and then the rest of it is Pooch's. He paid for it, so that's fine. It's fucking really cool, man. We need to get some blinds for the front because the sun beams in. But an interesting thing has happened is a lot of the neighbors have come in, and they're very, very receptive. They're like, "Oh, you guys are open. This is great. I just want to introduce myself. My name is blah blah blah. They're like, if you need anything, let me know. And I'm like, well, what are these people up to? Why are they being so nice? I'm not used to that.
Wow,
It's really, really cool.
that's awesome.
Today,
You met the Jamaicans, man?
yeah, I didn't meet.
Nice.
Dude, this guy
I don't listen to a lot of
I'm
Shabba
not
Ranks
sure
lately.
on which. I'm not sure that which days it is, but some days he has a grill and he takes out in the back in the alley and he's out there cooking chicken.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's amazing smelling.
bet
I'm
it
like,
is.
I'm like, dude, I need some of your fucking chicken, man.
I need
That shit
it, yeah.
smells
I
amazing.
want it.
It's on point. But I walked to the front of the shop today. It's a weird thing. Apparently, I generated some static electricity, and I went to look out the door, and I guess I got too close.
Yeah.
My nipple grazed the metal frame, went right through my nipple. I was like, ah!
Wait a minute. Where was your shirt?
It was on. It was
Oh.
this shirt. It was very thin.
Oh, okay.
This is fine quality material, and I was like, oh!
And you got a shock. And
Dean's like, what's the matter with you? I'm like, I just got a shock to my nipple from the fucking
Now-
thing.
now you know what
He's like, did you like it? I'm like,
now you know what it feels like to be Carla, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Does she? I don't know.
Does
if
she shock her
shocks-
nipples?
I don't know.
She does the sparks on her nipples.
Grinder show.
Oh, grinder.
Grinder, not on the nipples.
Yeah.
On fake.
Technically, that's not a
steel nipples.
it's not a shock, but there is a lot of friction and sparks.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it.
But you guys got to come by and check it out.
I'm gonna be buying Friday.
Cool. Because you have to go to the vape store.
No, because well, I might stop in. It's my birthday on Friday. I have the day off of work, so I'm gonna be running about town, wreaking havoc.
Nice.
And
I like that.
I'll stop in the shop.
Maybe I'll get a sub before that.
Maybe I'll. Maybe I'll finally get that butterfly on the top of my foot.
Nice.
So we'll see.
That could happen. How old are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be 39.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm 36 now.
Really?
Since my birthday, yeah.
You got the Benjamin Buttons?
A little bit.
Cool.
We're good.
We're good.
We got another 5 still.
All right. Hey, let's talk about this. Have you seen the new trailer for the It movie? It?
No.
Ooh.
You know
Watch
what
that
it is.
intermission.
Right?
Stephen King?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen
Holy
that.
fuck.
Really?
New one coming in September.
Is it a remake
Looks good.
or is it a sequel?
It's a
It's a remake, I
it's a
think.
reimagining, I guess.
Reimagining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
shit!
No Tim Curry, but
I just got the fucking.
The trailer.
Ooby Dooby.
The trailer looks cool though.
Yeah.
Looks spooky. Looks freaky.
I did not see that.
I'll set up a hotspot. We'll watch on the
Actually,
laptop
was one of
loud.
the kids from what's it called in there?
Stranger Things?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I saw him in there.
That one kid in
I don't
that
know.
thing's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. I just hope it's good, man. Because the trailer's good, but that doesn't always mean that it's good.
Yeah, I mean, Starship Troopers. Come on.
Man. Just hope it's good.
I think it'd be good. I went and saw Kong.
Huh?
It was cool. It was fun. The Kong himself was amazing. Like, you know, you're looking at this thing, you're like,
It's like
wow, that's
bigger
fucking crazy.
than normal,
Huge.
I
right?
heard it wasn't even CGI. It was a guy.
I don't know. Well, the face is
No, the whole thing.
real tall guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Really tall.
Really tall. Super,
Yeah.
super tall. Very, very big.
I heard they shrunk some of the other people down so he'd look bigger.
That makes sense.
Shrunk them.
Yeah, that's the magic
Yeah.
of TV.
But proportionally, like to other monsters in movies, like
I
he's
would can
considerably.
you call Kong a monster though?
Well-
Because in his heart, I think he's a good person.
Well, let me tell you something. And let me tell you something. In the movie, this isn't giving anything away, really. Someone's talking about Kong, and they're talking about how he's a good king. He's a young king. He's not even fully grown yet.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see the size of Kong, you'll be like, holy fuck. He could totally fight a big lizard, maybe.
Like,
But he's like bigger than any like dinosaur would be.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah,
like,
fucking giant.
is Godzilla?
Well, no,
he
you know
was
what?
bigger than Godzilla.
He's Godzilla's not in this one.
Yeah, but compare if you compare.
If anybody watches it, you gotta sit all the way through the credits to see the end scene, because that's some important shit.
Very important.
Yeah,
Ah.
very important.
But he's
But John C. Reilly, his character is fucking awesome. He's
Yeah.
fucking funny as shit. He's someone that got stranded on this island like during World War II with a gold watch in his ass.
Swat.
But yeah, he's funny as shit,
My
and
ass.
he's him alone is worth watching.
Isn't
It.
fucking Samuel Jackson in the ship?
He is, and I was not a fan of his character.
Don't let him hear you say that.
I know he's one of my favorite actors.
He's got badass motherfucker.
But it's
right in his
like-
wallet.
I think he like overacted.
Yeah,
It was like his character was kind of just stupid.
yeah.
You know, I wasn't a fan of it, but still, you should go see it because
Okay.
it's impressive.
Hit the focus wheel until everything looks.
There's buttons on the side, I know.
Trying to get the focus wheel right. Let's see. About there. Oh my god, this is incredible. Oh my god. Oh.
you touch anything? Can you touch anything?
It's a little blurry. I think I need to clean the lenses off.
Then you gotta put your glasses on.
Use headphones for the best audio experience. Well, I don't fucking have it right
We got headphones sitting right there. Here, put them on.
Put them on. Plug it in.
Where's the plug?
It's on the top or the bottom.
Turn this way. There's no plug.
Can you see the plug?
No plug.
Is that not it? That wasn't it?
I don't see a plug.
Plug. You get
Right here.
no. That's not it.
It's not it.
Right
Oh.
there. No. Might be. You might have to plug it into the phone itself.
Oh, right there.
Oh.
Stick it in there. Yeah.
Oh no! I think I dislodged the phone. Now the headphones are on. Here. You gotta put this on first. Oh no, that on
I
first.
think you might have dislodged the phone.
I think I dislodged the phone.
Let's see. Yeah, phone's in there. That's good.
It's good. It's bueno. This is the future. This is what happens. We're up in there. I'm gonna plug you in. Okay. Oh yeah.
It's cool.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this around the back
Okay.
for your full
Okay.
VR experience.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's do this. I'm gonna run the cable through, so it's not in your way.
Okay.
All right.
You tap your touchpad.
It's on your right side. Not on the headphones, on the VR.
Up here?
On the side. There you go, right there.
Oh, okay. This is a great job. This is the swipe icon. Swipe forward on your.
Just so you know, when I put those on, I swing. We swinging. Hitting home runs.
Fuck.
Tell us. What's in your virtual world, sir?
Oh, there's a book opening.
You look all around you?
Yeah.
I gotta borrow that for porn. They have VR porn now.
Whoa.
Like you're there.
There's a dinosaur.
You're just there. Let's give him a little room.
Oh. Whoa. I'm in a city.
Don't fall.
Oh my god, I'm on a building.
Well, fucking happy birthday to you.
This is probably the stupidest shit, and it's cool as fuck. It's probably like the dumbest shit they have.
They don't want to give you the good shit.
This is cool.
You still rolling?
Whoa. Whee! Yay! I feel a breeze. What's happening? Here. You guys want to see? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's just like weird scenery and shit right now.
Oh no.
Attached. Seems to be much easier to get on.
You see stuff?
Yeah. It is out of focus, though.
It's not the focus. I think the lenses are dirty.
I think maybe there's spooge on it.
There.
It smelled like spooge.
I can't get this on anymore.
I was gonna bring my devil mask today.
There's a paper mache dinosaur.
Yeah,
That's dumb.
I know, but it's so cool though. It is. It's totally dumb and it's cool at the same time.
Uh-huh. Ah.
Oh, God. Whoa.
What happened? I want to see more. Okay, you're all set. I'm pressing. No.
No.
I want more. How do you do this?
What happens when you tap it like that?
Oh, you select. Whoa. What do you select here? Library?
Probably. Maybe you can see Jay's porn in there.
Samsung VR? Session expired. Holy shit, I just saw the trailer for it.
You saw the
What'd
trailer
you
for
think?
it.
Oh, it was crazy. It was it.
It was it.
Look good, right?
Yeah.
It.
It was,
Yeah,
yeah.
Stephen King's It.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scary as fuck.
Yeah.
so scary.
The end? See?
Yeah.
Jay knows.
I don't even know.
It's terrifying. Hopefully, the whole movie's. It all looks good.
It looks. I mean,
We'll
it
see.
does have a Stranger Things kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's because
I
there's
mean, because
children.
it's 80s.
Yeah, because there's 80s and there's children.
Yeah. I like how that's become the benchmark now. It's no longer fucking Stand By Me.
Well, the 80s was 40 years ago.
Wow.
No, it wasn't.
Almost.
It's like 30 years.
Maybe
ago.
one of them. No,
I was born in the 70s.
I was too.
I wasn't.
What's up, Junior?
Hey, kid.
Hey, Junior.
Hey, kiddo. Hey, kiddo.
I was born in the 70s over on Long Island.
Long Island, huh?
Done those times.
Yeah, you know. Coming out of disco, getting into the Reagan era.
Getting into the era where there were no good cars made in America.
Where fashion became huge.
Yeah,
Fitness.
Bee Gees were still big when I came out in the hospital there.
You're the MTV generation.
I am. I
Yeah,
am.
yeah.
I remember.
A bit before that.
I kind of am too.
Well, you definitely are.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I am.
I remember this one time, a neighbor of mine, this kid, he was older than me. I was, however old I was. He was probably like, I don't know, 5 years older than me. and he lived down the street with his dad, and we'd hang out and stuff, talk about stuff, and he's like, "Have you seen MTV yet?" I was a kid when MTV came out. I'm like, "You haven't?" I heard about it in school. Everybody's talking about it. I'm like, "You have MTV?" He's like, "Yeah. You want to come over and see it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to see it." We went over and watched like fucking music videos. It was so fucking cool. This is the same kid who was like, he had a turntable. It was his dad's turntable. He's like, watch this. He puts a record on, starts playing it. It's like Grandmaster Flash or some shit. He's like, what? I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, isn't that cool? I'm like, yeah, but your dad's gonna kill you. You just fucked up his record, and he's like, what?
It's called rap.
It's this new thing.
It's called hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
I'm like, oh, I don't know if you should do that, dude.
You're gonna scratch.
It's this new thing. All the kids are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other neighbor had on TV. On TV it was like a set-top box, cable box.
Yeah.
With a dial, click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Click. But there was on TV before there was like HBO and Showtime.
I don't remember that.
I think Cinemax was one of the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to I learned a way to, like, that was your cable box, was a dial. It's just another fucking dial, and you're set on top of your TV that already had 2 dials on it, And there was a way you could, like, you couldn't take them apart by normal conventional means. You had to, like, if you went to tighten it, it would loosen. There was 2 bolts in the back, and if you tightened them, they'd loosen out. But they weren't bolts; they were just smooth. So you had to use like pliers, and it was hard to get in there and all this shit. But a buddy of mine showed me. He said you take a straw, regular straw, and you bend it back 1 inch from the end, and then where the little dial was, you push up on the thing, and you can shove the straw in there, and you go 2 clicks in, and then you pull back when it's on the channel that you like. If you're trying to get Skinamax or something, put in Skinamax, you put that in there, and you pull back, and the station would come in.
What?
Because what it was back then, it was physical. It was like a physical connection.
Contact. Okay.
So there was like the dial was like a whole bunch of little connections.
Like the guitar things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the straw would just push it, and it would make the connection, and then you can get you can see boobs and stuff. It was great.
what we had, what
awesome.
I remember
That changed my life, man. I didn't have to try and see tits through the squiggles anymore.
They had these like cartridges.
Did you have to blow on them?
No. They were like cylindrical like cartridges, and they would screw into the fucking cable thing. Like so, and what they would do is back then it was you had like 4 or 5 movie channels. You had HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, the movie channel.
Yeah, the movie channel.
And I think that was it. And what we would do is we'd go find houses that had them, because you could go to their cable outside, and that's where they would screw them in.
Oh, really?
And you could steal them. So like each cartridge was its own channel.
Wow.
And it would like filter the channel in. You know what I
Right,
mean? So
right.
like I'd go like steal like a Cinemax one, screw it into my shit, and I get Cinemax.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Just steal them from the
I
neighbors
never
and
got
shit.
Cinemax.
Yeah.
I always got like the fucking the staticky too.
You know the struggle.
Oh yeah.
You know the struggle.
I masturbated many times to the staticky boobs.
Squiggly boobs.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Late at night under
the good
the
old
covers
days.
with the little TV like this.
Is that a nipple? Is that a nipple?
Is it a nipple moving the antenna? If you made contact with the antenna, it looked better than if you let it go. So
But then you couldn't masturbate, so you had to just like
so you gotta like
just switch it. Oh, the good old days.
those were the days.
Those were the days.
Although let me tell you,
Archie Bunker.
back then I ran into this treasure. So when I was a kid, so apparently my dad and my father had a huge porn collection.
Nice.
Like magazines?
Yeah, like magazines and photos and so and VHS. So I remember when we first moved to Ecuador, my dad sent a container full of the stuff from the house, right? So we went to Ecuador, we waited a couple months, and then all that shit arrived. So the house was full of boxes. There was this one room that was like boxes to the ceiling, right? And we're kids. I was like, 7 or 8. And me and my cousin would go in there and like, pretend to climb the boxes or whatever. It was like fun or whatever. And one day playing, my cousin fell into a box, and it was that fucking box. So we open it, and we're like,
what's this?
It's like the yellow light, the gold light.
It's a cream dream.
So we started. There was years of pornography,
like
in there.
Hustlers,
like
and
Hustlers,
stuff?
yeah,
Nice.
like the
Good
hardcore
shit.
stuff, yeah.
Quality stuff.
And
My first porn magazine I saw was a Hustler too. I was like,
I know it was
this
like
what happens?
full penetration.
yeah. I'm like, woo, I know things now.
I know. And then there was my dad had strategically. He didn't
I was
leave the
like
tapes
4.
in there. He didn't leave the tapes in there, but the tapes were strategically hidden in various parts of the house.
Oh, that makes it more fun.
Wow, some cloak and
Yeah.
dagger shit.
Scavenger hunt. and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So he had one like he had this whole cabinet in his room with TV, and on top there was like this storage area. That's where he had one. There was another one in the kitchen. And the kitchen has this whole cabinet set up, and on the top, like there was a brown bag, and inside there was a VHS tape.
How weird. How weird.
Yeah, and there were a couple here and there, and I pulled the fucking typical like, let's go. No, I think I'm just gonna stay home. And so everybody would leave, and as soon as the door closed, I was like run and set the VHS, like make sure everybody's gone, make sure the car leaves. Like, all right.
You keep looking out the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was there a treasure map?
No.
Yeah.
It's a treasure chest.
But but it was awesome. That continued until I was about 12, and then they disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was on to me.
Why does all my porn keep going missing? Why is Chris always in his room, being very, very quiet?
Have you ever gotten caught masturbating?
I never did.
No, I didn't. It's just you.
Well,
Chris clammed up real quick.
I kind of did once, but it wasn't like full on. It was weird. It was so weird.
I've had the uncomfortable, like, you got a boner and then, like, your mom walks in. But you're, like, in bed.
Yeah.
I'm like, get up in a minute.
Yeah.
No,
That's happened to me
So-
too. But
So like my setup for my room was like, so on the right, like the door was over there, right? When you walk into my room, you see the bed, and then my desk. My desk was facing the door.
Okay.
Okay. So I had it set up kind of like a little office, like if somebody walked into my room, I would just go like, yes, So I have this whole desk area to hide under.
so you
But-
had your whole room set up to jerk off, basically.
Pretty much,
Like
and then the desk had it was covered in the front,
Yeah.
But one day,
Like you architecturally designed your room for the best cover.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
so
you
could
got to
jerk
do that
off.
at some
Yeah.
point.
No, I'm not. I'm saying it's brilliant. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh, it's totally.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I was really going. I mean, my pants are like
You're going at it.
My pants are down to
You're
my
going
ankles,
for the big.
and I'm just
fucking-
going for going for it. All of a sudden, I hear my door like come in.
You got white chilled, like going through
Of
you, like,
course, and I'm just like under my desk, like, "What's up, ma? What are you doing? What do you want? What do you
Like,
want?"
I wasn't doing anything. I mean, hi.
You should come eat. I'll be right down. doing homework.
Studying.
Studying anatomy.
It was freaky. It was freaky. But it was.
Did she? You think she knew?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
They got to know at some point.
Yeah.
They got to be like, he's acting weird.
I mean, they gotta. They
But the
gotta
thing
know.
is-
Like, I mean, the kid's 13, 14. He's got to be
He's
jerking
probably gonna be
off.
jerking
you know.
off. Yeah.
You know. My dad probably thought that. I don't know my mom. My mom's like a little bit oblivious, so she just walks in on anything.
Well,
and
your
everything.
dad definitely knew because he was the one with all the fucking porn tapes everywhere. So like, he's probably been rocking that shit for a fucking long time.
Oh yeah.
He probably does the same shit when you guys leave the house. Like, I'm gonna stay
Car's
in
gone.
tonight. Stay
Car's
in.
gone.
He's like looking out the window, like, all right. Pulls out his favorite one on top of the fridge or whatever. And
Now you can just look at it on your phone.
Yeah.
It's
You
crazy,
can.
Right?
people
Anywhere.
don't. The
You
kids
could if you're
nowadays,
into that kind of thing.
13, 12-year-olds nowadays, they don't know. They don't know what it was like.
It was all cloak and dagger.
Yeah,
It was.
it was crazy back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
And you
had to
couldn't-
look for it.
Yeah, you couldn't just like pick up your phone and get porn. You
Check
just
this
fucking
out.
Hunt that shit down.
You didn't even
I
have
got
a
one.
phone.
I got one for you. This one time when I lived on the street, the same street where that kid lived, where had the MTV. I sound like such an old man. He had the MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a service station at the end of the street, like a gas station garage type place, like the old timey, like you come out to do the windows and shit.
Yeah.
And during summer, when I wasn't in school, they're like, you should go up there and hang out and maybe you could help with the garage, like. Sweep up or something, like get the fuck out of the house, basically. Yeah. It's like, yeah, okay. So I'd hang out there, and they like me. There's a couple guys that work there, and like I would wash people's windows when they came to get gas and shit. Hang out, watch them work on cars. It's kind of what got me into cars a little bit, and but I noticed that like in I don't know if it was in the front or in the I think it was in the front. They had like a little magazine rack, and they had porn in there. Like they had like Hustlers and Penthouse and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Penthouse was good. And I'd always I didn't want to get caught like looking at it or whatever, But like one day, the one guy he saw me like looking over there, and he's like, hey, you need to. Do me a favor, throw all that stuff out in the trash. Put it outside.
All the magazines.
Yeah, he's like, put those outside for me. We're gonna clean up a little bit. It's like, okay, full well knowing I was gonna not put them in the trash. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't know how old I was. This is like fucking 1984 or some shit, 85, and so I was like, I don't know, fucking. 12, 10, I don't know. I don't do math, but I was that age, where I was like, this is amazing. So some friends of mine and there was a field. There was this place where they started to do construction on like new homes,
I think you told me
and then
this
it
story.
stopped, and there was all these square wooden foundation things, and we stacked them all up and made a big fort out in the middle of the sand, out in this like sandy field, and so I took these things and I hid them. And then later on, I was like, I'm going to go out to the fort, hang out with my friends, Okay. She's like, okay, go ahead. So I went and where I stashed them. And I mean, these were the Hustlers and shit, you know?
Hardcore.
I got to the fort, I hauled ass, man. I'm like, I can't get caught. Hauled ass. I go in the fort. One buddy's already there, and the other one arrived as I was getting there. He's like, hey. And I'm like, come in here right now. And we get in there, and I'm like, wow. And they're like, "Oh my God, where did you get that?" There's like 6 or 7 of them. I'm like, they're like, "This is amazing," and they're all like nasty shit. I'm like, I'm the king.
Yeah, man. They were talking about you at school and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you're the fucking man.
Did you ever do any vandalism when you were a kid?
No, I was a good kid.
Like not on purpose, just because you were a kid.
Not
do you mean?
vandalism.
So So I did, obviously, but
Not on purpose, but just because you're a kid.
well,
Like,
I
what are
mean,
you talking about, like a kid? Like how old?
I don't know, like 10, 8, you know.
No.
I was just like,
I was just into riding my bike.
so in my
I'd fuck the
neighborhood,
shit up
my
on
neighborhood
my
was about a square block, right? And there were houses all around. And we always used to hang out around the neighborhood, like walk around or go to the park. And there was a park in our neighborhood, and play guitar. Probably early, like 12. I was probably 11, 12. Nah, I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, like we walk around, just playing, whatever. And then there were these, what we thought were abandoned houses. Were houses like that were under construction, but maybe they stopped the project for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know
There
what
was
I
some
mean?
like of that left by me.
And then we would go in and play around in there.
Yeah.
Well, there was this one that was almost finished, but not really. And it had windows and everything.
And smash the windows.
Yeah, we smashed all the fucking windows. And
I remember once when we moved to West Boca, like 81, there was nothing out there. Like, nothing. And like we were like one of the first houses in our neighborhood.
You know what's funny? Sorry to interrupt. You know what's funny?
Better be fucking funny.
No, when my parents, okay, so when my parents decided to move to Ecuador, and my dad started building the house, we took a trip down here to West Palm, and because I think my parents had friends here or something, but we went to Disney.
Okay.
And then in that trip, my parents were looking at houses in Boca.
Really?
Yeah. This is like 88, 89.
Okay.
They were looking at houses in Boca.
Like West Boca? Or like,
I don't know where exactly, but you know, obviously that would have been the better choice.
Yeah.
Since the house was like 20 grand or something like that.
No, seriously, it was one of the first houses on the block. Everything was dirt out there. Anything west of my house was fucking Everglades. And anyway, so there was a lot of construction going on. All these houses getting built. My older brother, you know, his friends, I don't remember how old I was, fucking young as shit. They were like, there was one of those caterpillars on our street. And they're like, those things take rocks for fuel. I'm like, and they're like, you know, the reason it's just sitting there down the street is because it's got no fuel in it. Can't go anywhere. So you just
Wow.
put rocks in the tank. And I'm like, okay. So I go gathered up rocks and shit. I went and gathered up rocks and fucking shoved them in the fucking gas tank, pebbles and shit.
Oh shit!
We had a lot of trouble for that shit.
I bet that's
I was-
bad, dude.
I put in like one of those
caterpillar.
caterpillars.
A tractor.
You know, like
Caterpillar.
Yeah. I didn't know. I mean, my brother is the one that got in trouble because obviously I was like, oh. I knew what I was doing.
You're so innocent.
I'm so innocent. I didn't really get into much trouble at that age. All my trouble happened after, you know, like
I was an
16
angel.
to 18
Now?
was like.
When
trouble.
was the first time you kissed a girl? How old were you?
6?
No, like for real.
Serious.
No,
Yeah,
I already told you this, man. Kindergarten, I was like,
You're
Yeah,
such a stud.
Me
peaked.
too. I kissed somebody in kindergarten, but
Yeah.
like I'm talking like once you were like
make out kisses.
yeah.
6. I peaked really young, man. Really young.
Yeah.
I think I was like 19.
Really?
No, 18.
Like a passionate kiss.
My first girlfriend was in my neighborhood. She was 13 and I was 11. I lied about my age because you know it's like a huge gap.
Yeah, I'm 13 too.
But like there were these new neighbors that moved in. These 2 girls. They're both like hot, right?
That's gross, man. They were like fucking 12.
Yeah, but I was 11. That's all right. All us kids and the guys in the neighborhood.
I know,
were
but you
like,
can't talk about now. Now it's gross.
well, now they're
You
adults.
just called like 12-year-olds hot.
Whatever.
You're such a dick.
But they went around introducing themselves to all the neighbors, and they said we're having a little get together at our house. If you want to come, like, please, you know. So they invited all the neighbors to their house. They were drinking, whatever, and all us kids were playing together. We went up to the third floor where they had this little playroom or whatever, and we were playing spin the bottle. Yep. So me and this girl, who would eventually become my first girlfriend, went into a closet and made out. We made out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
like tongue and everything.
I wasn't like back then. I wasn't into the making out stuff. Like, I was more of the romantic type. When I was 7, there was a
Serenade the girls.
Yeah, when I was 7, there was a girl that lived at the end of the block. Her name was Nicole, and I used to fucking pick her flowers and bring it down there to her house. Give her flowers.
I would do romantic stuff, but that was like a nice.
That was it. I was 7.
When you were a kid and you didn't know any better.
Yeah.
That was 7. I'm telling you, I peaked at like 6, 7 years old. I was like,
I remember her sister calling me. She's like, "Hey, my sister wants to know if you want to go behind the house over there and make out."
Yes.
I'm like, yeah. So I would go over there and
Yeah,
then
Becky.
we do the prom pose and then like
I remember.
it was so fun. Yeah.
I remember. I think I was maybe 16 or something like that. Maybe I was a little younger. But I met my brother and some of his friends were at, like at some restaurant or whatever, and I went there, met him there, and one of his friend, a girl that he was hanging out with, like was she's 3 years older than me, but just interested, whatever. She wound up taking me back to like Chili's parking lot, and she gave me a blowjob.
Nice.
Nice.
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where's the
How old are
weirdest
you?
place you ever got a blowjob? Near Chili's parking lot?
Oh no, he's got
no.
a story for this. I know that story.
What story is it?
The drive-thru.
Oh no. That wasn't at a drive-through. Well, I was on the road.
It's funny, mine was.
Was it really?
I got a blowjob behind the menu at a McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, mine was McDonald's too.
It's Blowjob Palace, I guess.
I was
Yeah.
on the road, for a while with my old band, and
That's when I got it. When I was on the road.
wait, was this in Wisconsin?
No, it was in New Hampshire.
Yeah, no. Well, I was in a relationship for some of the time, probably about half the time I was on the road. So
That's
I know,
dumb.
I know. In retrospect, but I was faithful, and towards the end of Presence, which was my band, the last couple tours I was single, and I knew it was the last couple tours we were gonna do, and I'm like, this is my last.
You're like, I gotta fucking hit it.
I was
Hit it
like, you know
hard.
what? I mean, I wasn't like a whore or anything, but
But you were open to suggestions.
I was a free loving hippie for a little while.
Young Casanova.
Yeah,
Spreading the love.
sure. But
Christopher? Strangest place you've ever gotten a blowjob?
Shit.
can they hear that? You think they can hear
The fuck, man? It's
the mic's picking
ridiculous.
that up?
Probably.
Fucking kids these days.
Probably the bathroom at E.R. Bradley's. You know who you are.
All right, then. Fair enough.
Put on blast.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I don't know if like the beach would be considered weird or like.
If you don't ever go to the beach, probably.
Well, it's
I mean,
not
like
the-
odd, dangerous place.
huh?
Like odd or dangerous.
I mean, I've done it in parking lots. I've
Well,
done
yeah.
it like at the beach. At the, okay. The most dangerous place I would say. Okay,
Shark infested water.
the Okeechobee Bridge.
Okeechobee Bridge. Going over the island?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So on the beginning, like on this
It's
side of the,
underneath it?
yeah, the underneath.
I know that area.
The You can walk through underneath the bridge.
Yeah.
There.
Nice. That's
Right
good.
there.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I know who did it too.
Very well. Very well.